We just need to work on a short, quick pass game. I think we tried too much deep and tried to create stuff, and we had short stuff that worked. Should just keep with that.
I mean, we just wait for them to make a mistake, and we got to capitalize. That's what you got to do.
I think when we play our game the way that we know we can and the way that we can prepare to, we can definitely be one of the top teams. I mean, coming out today, we obviously had some things that we need to improve on.
We're still pretty bitter from last week, losing to the Space Force. Wanted to get some big plays. Defense came up good. Adam, wide receiver, he came up clutch for us, catching those balls deep. And see what I did there? Welcome to MCE's Sports Review. I'm Jesse Valdez, and this is the UTFL edition. Let's go ahead and get into the recap of what happened. The Fallout took on the Knights as the Knights held the Fallouts to a slow start, keeping it close in the first half. But come the second half, the Knights' brittle armor shredded. Fallout 26, Knights 0. The Braves went up against the Wolves, having a top player in each stat on the offensive side of the ball. But it wasn't just the offense that kept this game from racking up. Defense held their ground, giving the Wolves no chance to score and ended the game early, 31-0. Braves proving that they are still a big contender. Now we move on to the Space Force and Wyoming game. This was a matchup that would prove who's on top. Wyoming came into the league strong, but was never able to establish ground moving forward against the Space Force. Space Force takes this W 28-6. Another anticipated game where the well-known Spartans took on the big-sized War Chiefs. But the Spartans were no match as the War Chiefs fed off of the Spartans' mistakes and capitalized to seal the deal. Another game of zeros on the losing side of the ball. War Chiefs take this one 18-0. We have seen this pattern yet again where teams are scoring nothing against their opponents, or scoring very little like we saw with the Space Force and Wyoming game. Now it'll be interesting going forward because the standings are very unclear. But 3 out of the 4 teams playing next week seem to have a strong matchup against each other where the ball can end up on either side at the end of the day. This will very much clear up rankings and determine whether your team moves up or moves down the list. As for the Reapers, this is your time to prove that you're still in it. And what better way to make that statement than against the defending champions themselves? As with football, anything can happen. The tide could change at any moment, and that's exactly what will happen come game day. That's it for now. Thank you for continuing to follow us as we cross you over into anything and everything, as well as we continue to follow the action with the UTFL. Until then, I'm Jesse Valdez, plugging you into everything that matters.